Sonic Triple Trouble follows Sonic Chaos as the next sequel in the 8-bit line of Sonic games. Does it break new ground, or is it more of the same? You'll see off the bat that Triple Trouble looks a lot like Sonic Chaos, and this makes sense. Chaos is where the games carved an identity for themselves after being given the blueprints from Sonic 2. Triple Trouble doesn't take a massive leap forward, but it still makes enough strides to make the game fun. Sonic and Tails are back, apt as the game is known as Sonic and Tails 2 in Japan, and they're more or less the same as the previous title. Sonic is still at full power with all of his abilities. Tails can fly slightly better this time around, although it's still kind of annoying to stop and do it. Some of the jankiness from the previous title is present here, and that can be a bit of a pain. At least Tails can get into special stages now. Finally, he's less of a second-class character now. In this game, we have Knuckles making his 8-bit debut, Fang the Sniper making his series debut, and Eggman, of course, all trying to take down Sonic. In addition to that, you even have Metal Sonic show up too. This is like Sonic Forces, but done right. Anyways, Knuckles doesn't do much, to be fair, outside of his boss fight and the inter-level cutscenes. Metal Sonic shows up for a brief battle at the end before your final confrontation with Eggman. In each level, you'll fight a mech that Eggman has cooked up, and they can be a bit challenging, although not as hard as previous games. Fang shows up in the special stages, which are now accessed by getting 50 rings and finding these emerald monitors. Jump through the sparkling hoop, and you're in. There's 5 emeralds to get, and Fang will try and stand in your way most of the time. Beat him, and the gems are yours. There's actually 2 types of stages this time, 2D and 3D, and I definitely prefer the 3D ones. Flying in the plane is just so much more fun than these 2D maze stages where you have a stricter time limit, and it can just be so frustrating if you don't know the layouts. Like this first one, for example, these springs are so obnoxious. The gameplay is more or less in line with what you'd expect from a Sonic game, controls decently enough, and features unique gimmicks. That said, there are a few returning ones from Sonic Chaos with a couple extras added, like the propeller, snowboard, or Sea Fox. The gimmicks are a lot of fun, of course, but there is that sense of repetition in there, seeing as how some of these come from previous games. Even design choices like the high-speed tubes come back, but for me personally, it just feels a bit tired after 3 go-rounds. The levels themselves do look pretty good, and they feature mostly unique themes. One thing that does feel a bit weaker to me overall is the music. I'm not saying it isn't good, because of course it is, it's a Sonic game after all, but to me it just doesn't seem to have really memorable tunes like the other games did. I don't know, what do you think? Sonic Triple Trouble feels a bit like a send-off in a way. It takes so many ideas from the previous games and adds a bit more to it. It might feel a bit unfresh in this regard, but if anything I think it's a good celebration of the 8-bit titles. To me, it doesn't quite play as well as Sonic 1 or Sonic 2 in terms of momentum, but it's solid overall just like the others. And Sonic fan or not, it's worth checking out if you can get your hands on it. Nowadays it's available on the 3DS for a pretty good price. Sonic Triple Trouble. It's not groundbreaking, but it's a good time.
Too easy! 楽勝だぜ